gloves, they're good puncher's gloves. I think Lynes could do some big damage here.
Oh, huge shots here from Colin Lynes. Branco digging in. It's suddenly become a brawl in this, the second round. Drama in Italy, and the bell comes in. What about that? Gianluca Branco down. Complained of the head clash. Down he went. And Colin Lynes, an electric beginning.
Couldn't have hoped for anything better. Tremendous punching. Just got a little bit hot-headed, and you have to remember this is a very experienced man that has come through several crises in his career. He just wants to take his time, but what a tremendous start for Colin Lynes. I mean, I felt, because there was not so much head movement left, followed by a right, straight down the middle would possibly work. Didn't expect it to work quite as good as that. But throwing single shots against such an accomplished counter-puncher is certainly not the answer. I hope we're going to see the knockdown punch. Where is it? Is it coming? No, this is the work after the knockdown. Not seeing the knockdown.
Third round. European title defence number 2 for Colin Lynes. And there's a spring in the step. He's found vulnerability early in Gianluca Branco. Not as much head movement. His left eye's puffing up already as well, and he's been down. Just slips there on the canvas.
I think that's some water in his own corner. I think they'll wipe that, obviously. Branco, you can see him, he's revved up. He knows he has to respond. He's taking chances, which he's not all that good at. He needs a cool head. If he starts there showing the hot head, then maybe making some more mistakes.
He's been much more active as well, Colin Lynes, only 19 rounds in the last 4 fights since he lost to Miguel Cotto for Gianluca Branco, and the right eye is looking fairly nasty as well.
Yeah, and Lynes has been boxing at championship level. I love the left hand again from Lynes, whereas Branco has been marking time fights, looking for his next title shot. So timing is everything, and I think the timing of this fight suits Lynes. He's positioning the best boxing of his career.
And he's turned it around. Lovely right again from Lynes. And a combination. And Branco was hurt by that. He's being befuddled and dazzled by the speed of Lynes.
I think we have to remember too, Branco is an excellent on-top fighter, but a couple of losses. He accepted defeat halfway through both of those fights. So if Lynes can keep imposing himself the way he's doing, quite possible he could stick in this man. A lot more difficult in front of his own fans, but it can be done.
A very silent looking Italian corner over the other side of the ring. Gianluca Branco has not got into this at all.
Just like to see that right hand from Lynes. There it goes again, and again.
Doubling it up, Colin Lynes. Sweet boxing from the Essex stylist, who believes, really believes, he can go all the way now.
Lynes is looking for the right hand, but he's making it a little bit obvious at the moment. Just wants to settle down here. This is another good round for the champion.
Such a realist, Colin Lynes, such a nice guy out of the ring. Just believes he's got the answers to Gianluca Branco. He's studied hours and hours of tapes.
Well, a quiet spell for Lynes, but he's not allowing Branco to do anything, which is the important thing. And he's the one putting punches together.
He's got through, though, Jim, a few times in this round as well, Colin Lynes. And it's an agitated expression on the face of Branco.
The speed of Lynes, I think, has surprised him. Maybe the grit has surprised him a little bit too.
Top stuff from Colin Lynes. 13 years as a professional, an awfully long time for Gianluca Branco. Lost twice and drawn once in 43 fights. And he is being, at the moment, outboxed by Colin Lynes. But tuning in back home, this is Lynes at his very best. What has happened to him in his career? It's terrific, this.
Well, I've been asked that question a couple of times. I just think Colin realises if he doesn't do it now, he's going to regret it for the rest of his life. And this is tremendous form he's showing, and that wasn't a happy corner we were seeing in Branco's corner.
As he became a full-time and solid professional, Colin Lynes. And that jab, he's using it to irritate Gianluca Branco as he did against Barry Morrison and young Muttley. He managed to stop in 8 rounds.
Lovely left hook again from Lynes. Branco just seems to pin him down, can't get into range. He's slipping there. Branco landed that jab right enough.
Sending out the odd distress signal already, Gianluca Branco. And you're right, the fights that he lost against Cotto and Gatti, albeit in a different class, a different level, he never got into those. And he's not getting into this so far.
This round is a little bit more competitive, certainly in the first minute. But the attitude, Lynes still looks the one who's the boss, who's forcing things. Now that's the answer. Don't throw single shots and accomplish counter-puncher. Put them together, 2s and 3s. This seems to be working a treat for Lynes.
Branco's always been tough, though.
Lovely left hook again. See the difference when he puts them out in 3s? The first couple are maybe blocked, but the third one of the salvo's going to land.
Crisp and sweet boxing from Colin Lynes, and the concentration on his face. It's a job to do. He said it doesn't matter where he is. The ring's a ring, and he knows how to utilise it, and it's a big one, and that might help him tonight.
Well, Branco certainly fired up. He realises he has to come up with something better, and he has produced a little bit better in this round.
Again, he slips, though, on the canvas. Not getting the grip with the boots, Gianluca Branco. Again, just ducks down low. What's the problem there, Jim?
Well, I think it was only I think his feet slipped as the punch was coming his way, so all he could do was stoop below the waist. Thankfully, the referee's not pulling them up for silly little infringements. He's letting it flow, and this is really good action.
Good end to the round again for Colin Lynes, but a closer one. And the judges all important. Maybe Branco might have got something there. Branco Churchy in the corner of Gianluca Branco, or Charlie Mangry. A couple of times. He's an operator in the flyweight division of old. Better from Branco in that round.
Yeah, well, I knew he had to come up with something better, and he did. But again, still good action from Lynes.
The Italian colours and the slippy red boots with the tassels for the 37-year-old Gianluca Branco. Colin Lynes with the wonderful start. Knocked out in the second round. Couldn't have gone better. He's got to keep it going. Don't let Branco slyly get his way in. He knows the tricks. An old fox really as well, Branco, over the years. He's picked them up.
Yeah, he's trying to control the pace at the moment. He's not pushing forward, but he's trying to just claim the centre of the ring and bring Lynes towards him. I don't know what the difference in reach is, but Lynes is certainly making better use of the jab, and he's stepping in with the punch.
It's only 1 inch, actually. 71 for Branco. Branco 71 for Lynes. He's got a slight advantage there, but he always gets plenty into that jab and the right hand over the top.
Yeah, he gets full length into the jab. But it's settled down into kind of nip and tuck action, and these are not the kind of rounds that Colin Lynes wants. He wants to impose himself again, that's more like it. And he has to be prepared to do it at every single opportunity.
Covering up there, Branco. Seemed entirely happy with anything that's happened tonight, even if he won the last one. looks a bit stale from Branco. Lynes moving well, digging in the hooks to the body too, and to the face. That was good from Colin Lynes.
Well, I think the Branco tactics are suiting Lynes. He doesn't have to go looking for him. He's not the cagey stuff, he's trying to come forward. I think he knows he's got off to a pretty poor start. So trying to turn things around. Good jabbing again from Lynes.
Yeah, just an effect in the legs there from Branco. And that mark underneath the right eye. Trying to get his jab in.
Just like to see Lynes mixing things up a little bit, just not the jab. Just force the judges into scoring it his way. There's that straightforward left, right down the middle, which has worked